Welcome to a class on fronting and inversion. Now, they are different, fronting and inversion. Fronting is very simple. Fronting means putting things at the front. That's all it means. So if you put an adverbial phrase at the front, like truly, madly, deeply, that's three adverbs, yeah, or an adverbial phrase put before the main clause. They are coordinate adverbs, which is why you have commas between them. And we've got an incomplete thought, which is why we have a comma before we hit the main clause. Okay, but that's fronting. That's fronting three adverbs. This is fronting a prepositional phrase, which is functioning like an adverb. It's telling us where he waited. So that's fronting an adverbial phrase, but it's fronting an adverbial phrase that starts with a preposition. Please remember that prepositional phrases function adverbially or adjectivally, but usually adverbially, because it helps you recognise adverbials. You're looking for prepositions at the front of a string of words, and this is a fronted prepositional phrase. This, hands in pockets, chin to chest. Notice that that's prepositional phrase describing hands. That's a prepositional phrase describing where the chin was. So that's absolute phrase, comma, absolute phrase, comma, he shivered in the cold. So they're two fronted absolute phrases. Okay, so that's what fronting means. It just means putting stuff at the front. And we're going to see that you can put adverbial phrases at the front, adjectival phrases at the front, verb phrases at the front, noun phrases at the front, all sorts of things. You can front appositives, you can front all sorts of stuff. But there's a second thing we're going to look at, and it's often seen with fronting, but not always, and it's inversion. Now, inversion is not just putting something at the front. It's where you invert, swap places, you invert the subject, the bus, and the verb, comes. Yeah, the bus comes, or the bus is coming, is the usual way of saying things. Subject, the bus, verb, comes. Look, the bus is coming, yeah? Or the bus comes every half an hour, something like that. But sometimes you see it inverted, and you see things like, here comes the bus. Now, this is because with fronted prepositional phrases and with fronted here and there, these two adverbs, here and there, you very often see with these verbs as well, they have to be with certain verbs. It's not with any verb that this works. It's with stand, hang, lie, sit. The verb to be as well. Maybe you're wondering, why is that in brackets? Good question. Well, it's because with the verb to be, you don't really have an adverbial phrase. You have an adjectival phrase because be is copular. So when you say I was, I don't know, in the corner is describing where I was, and it's adjectival in that sense. So that's only, but still, it works. Down the road is a shop, yeah, something like that. You can use to be as the verb, not just go, come, run, climb, and other verbs of motion.